Hello everyone, and welcome back to another foodie show to go. In this episode, we are doing a product review on the Ninja Foodi. So this product is a dual pressure cooker and a air fryer. I'm super curious to see how the product will turn out. I've never owned an air fryer or a pressure cooker, so I'm excited to give it a try. And today's recipe that we're testing will be for the air fryer, we're going to do our shrimp tempura, and for the pressure cooker, we're going to do our classic mashed potatoes. So let's get started. So for the Foodi Ninja, I purchased this for about $140 at Costco, but you can certainly purchase any of the dual pressure cooker air fryer that is on Amazon or any other website. It comes with a pressure cooking and air frying recipe book and a cooking cheat sheet, as well as 2 lids. I imagine this lid is for air frying and this lid is for pressure cooking, and then 2 different, this one is the pot that you use for pressure cooking, and it comes with a crisp basket. This is what the crisp basket looks like, and a reversible rack, so that I am assuming this is the reversible rack for steaming vegetables. So we won't be steaming vegetable today, but we will be doing air frying and testing out our pressure cooker. So I'm excited to see how those fare in regards to our recipes today. And now let's start with preparing our mashed potatoes. So I have here about 2 pounds of golden potatoes, 1-inch cube, and half a cup of water, some cream, butter, milk, salt, black pepper, and minced garlic. We'll start with pouring our 1/2 cup of water in, and then we're going to add in our golden potatoes. Now we will use, according to the cheat sheet, this should pressure cook for about 6 minutes. And we're going to put in on our lid on top of this. So what's really important that you want to notice is when you put on your lid, you want to make sure that the arrow and the square align first, and then you want to slowly turn left like so. You're going to turn the pressure cooker on. You're going to go ahead and set it to 6 minutes. Oops, excuse me. You're going to do the pressure cook. You're going to press the pressure cook button and then set it to 6 minutes and press start. We will come back in about 6 minutes. So we are back and our potatoes seems to be done. The instruction says to quick release rather than letting it slowly release the pressure. Go ahead and turn the vent to quick release from seal to vent. Let's see. Once it's finished releasing all of the pressure, that tells me that it is safe to open the lid. So I'm going to open up our lid and add in our butter, our salt, pepper, garlic, and I'm going to start with our cream and see if we need to add milk to this because I don't want it to be mushy. So Let's start adding our cream first and mash this. I'm just going to use a spatula and see if it will allow me to mash. If not, I can always go ahead and use a masher. I'm going to add in my milk now because I see that it's a little thick for my liking. So now that I'm finished mashing, I'm going to transfer this into a bowl or plate. This looks so creamy and delicious. Look at this consistency. Let's give this a taste. So delicious, so creamy, so buttery. I love this. You must give this recipe a try and let me know how you like it. Let's move on to test trying our air fryer with shrimp tempura. So let's get started. So now it's time for us to go ahead and test our air fryer with the shrimp tempura recipes for today. So this is the air crisper. I've washed our pot that we used to mash our potatoes. I'm going to put it back into the Foodi Ninja, and then I'm going to insert this air crisper inside our pot. Here for our ingredients, I have about a pound of shrimp, flour, eggs, panko breadcrumbs, olive oil, black pepper, garlic powder, salt, paprika or chili powder, and onion powder. I split our salt into 2 portions. I used a tiny portion for marinating or seasoning our shrimp, and then the majority of the other salt I'm going to use to season our flour. So I'm going to start by just giving a pinch of salt. Okay, now I'm going to season our flour by adding in black pepper, garlic powder or salt, paprika, and onion powder. I'm giving this a quick mix to incorporate our seasoning. I'm going to dip our shrimp into our flour, make sure it's fully coated, and then into our egg wash, and then our panko bread, and then I'm going to transfer it into our air fryer. But before I do that, I'm going to scramble our eggs. I want to add in a little bit of the olive oil into our egg. We'll start with coating our shrimp. Add your shrimp into the egg wash. Now transfer into your panko bread, into your air fryer. So I have prepared half of our batch of shrimp. So I'm going to set it for 7 minutes and then check on it after 7 minutes. If it's still not browned or golden, then I'll add in an additional 3 minutes. I'm going to turn on. I will close the lid. Click on air frying at 390 Fahrenheit. And then set our timer for 7 minutes. And let's start. I'm going to open this and see if it's to our liking doneness. It looks pretty good, but I can see some white spots in there that haven't been fully cooked. So I'm going to give this for another maybe 2 more minutes and see how it goes. So the air fryer is done after an additional 3 minutes. We're going to open the lid and check. Going to transfer this and plate it for taste testing. And then I will transfer our other half of the shrimp into our air fryer. And now this time I'm going to air fry it for exactly 10 minutes and check back. And we are back. So I've transferred all of our shrimp into our bowl. Now, as I'm doing the first and second batch, I see a difference, and this is due to the fact that with the first batch, I check on it at the 7-minute mark, while the second batch, I did not, and I left it there for the full 10 minutes. The difference is that the first batch, when I do check on for the mark at 7 minutes, I give it a quick turn for an even browning effect and better crispiness, while the second batch, after leaving it there for the full 10 minutes without disturbing it, actually causing it to be a little bit darker on the bottom than the top. So my recommendation, if you're going to do your shrimp in batches, you want to check on, or any type of air frying, you want to consistently check on at the 5 to 7 minute match, or at least at the half point, and then give it a quick toss or turn, so that way you can have an even browning effect. Regardless, they look delicious and I cannot wait to try them. They look very crispy and brown. Oh, I've made a quick mayo and sriracha sauce mix. Very simple, just mayo and sriracha. So I'm going to dip this with our shrimp. Very crispy, so delicious, so juicy on the inside. So good. So now that we get a chance to try out our Foodi Ninja, let's discuss the pro and the con of this product. The pro for this product that I do see is that extremely fast cooking time for mashed potato. Literally, you can make your mashed potatoes within minutes, 6 minutes to be exact, and it comes out delicious, creamy, and no need for you to even use a potato masher. I just simply use my spatula and still have a creamy, smooth consistency. As for the air fryer, I see that very little oil needs to be used. If we were to deep fry this, we would have to get out at least a quarter pot of the oil, and you have to wait for it to come to a boil, and then you fry it, and then it's a big mess. With this, less than a tablespoon of olive oil, and you have crispy, delicious shrimp. Or you can even, I would imagine you can actually use frozen French fries to air fry this. You can play around with different types of recipes, but so far I am impressed with the fact that you can actually fry tempura shrimp with very little oil usage. The con that I do see here is that it is very heavy. If you do utilize the pressure cooker, you have to be careful. You don't want to stand in the vicinity or of the pressure release or the vent right here, just in case it might, get some of the steam into your face, your hair, your hand, whatnot. And the air crisper is quite small, so when you do air fry, you would have to fry in batches, so that might be a con for me. But if you are somebody who's not cooking for a huge family, or you're just making a quick snack, this would be super convenient because you don't have to mess around with oil and grease and whatnot. And it's quite healthy recipe that you can that tastes just as delicious as the deep fry recipe. So that certainly is a pro. So overall, I do see the versatility in this. If you enjoyed this video and the recipe that goes with the air frying, the pressure cooker, please let me know in the comment below so that way I can create more air frying recipe and more pressure cooking recipes. And if you also enjoy me making product reviews on specific products, let me know in the comment below so that way I can explore into that product and see for our next video. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me on Foodi Show to Go. Bye-bye now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.